Hi guys, Luke here from Luke Tech Reviews, and I'm back with another case review for iPhone 17 Pro. So today we'll be looking at the MagBak Elite cases from the team over at MagBak. Before we jump in, I just want to say thank you to MagBak for sending the cases over for review. All the thoughts and opinions in the review will be my own, but they did send them over just for clarification up front. So they sent the two cases over. They're both the same. They're just come in two different colours. And if you've been to the channel before, you'll know that the MagBak Elite case is up there amongst my favourite cases. I've used it on the last few phones I've had, and I love the fact that they're customizable and they have several tricks up their sleeve. So if you've not seen a MagBak Elite case review before, hit subscribe and follow me on the journey through this review. So there's like a texture to the box, like a ribbed wavy texture, which is quite cool, which makes it different to other case manufacturers. And you can see on the back there's a set of instructions. Now what you probably see there, if I zoom in a bit, is the case does actually come in the box, and there's also a screen protector in the box as well. So you can see this one is from iPhone 17 Pro Max, and it's the Elite phone case. So they're both the same, as I said, just two different colours. So what we'll do is we will go with the black one to install today, and then I'll show you what the colour looks like on the beige one, but I will be using the black one on my phone, so it's the one I'm going to unbox today. Okay, so inside you'll see a little leaflet there. It just tells you need to unfold and pull this to install the screen protector. Obviously you're watching this video and I'm about to do it, but there is a QR code here, so if you scan that, it will take you to a video on MagBak's website, and they'll tell you how to install it there if you get a bit stuck. So you can see the screen protector itself sits just on this side of the box. And then if we come in, polystyrene, put that to the side, there is the MagBak Elite case. So it looks like just an ordinary black case, but there's quite a few different things this case can do. Before we go into exactly what it can do, let's just tell you what's a bit different about MagBak versus other case companies. So MagBak try and offer a case which gives you really strong magnets that sticks to more than just your regular MagSafe mounts. So if you've got MagSafe chargers in your car and next to your bed, they'll stick to those absolutely fine, but they'll also stick to any metal surface. So I'll try and show some footage over the top of this video later, but this is one feature that I really like about the MagBak Elite cases. On the inside you've got a nice microfiber cloth, and you can see you've got MagBak Elite logo there and the text, and then it just says it's patented by MagBak. So the texture itself, as I said, is microfiber. It's really soft, so it's going to keep your phone nice and scratch free, which is really good. And then in each corner of the case, hopefully it picks up, you've got a little air pocket which hopefully protects against any drops. So MagBak do say that this case protects against 6 foot of drops, well up to 6 foot of drops. A bit of peace of mind there, which is great. So that's the inside of the case. To look at the outside, we'll quickly pop it in, but there you go. So there's the case itself. So that's before I've made any modifications. So what you've got here is a nice big cutout for your camera plateau, which Apple call it. If you are one of those people that like your cameras protected around each lens, you're not going to have that on this case. The style is an open camera bar one. If you're worried about scratches there, you might have to cover it with a sticker or something else. But as you can see, there is a nice lip that goes around the outside, so you are nice and protected as far as pulling it down on surfaces. So you can see if I put it down there and move it around, there's not going to be any scratches on the camera plateau there. And your lenses are just below the level of the camera room as well, so you're more than protected. Other features on the case, so you can see this one has extra lines, and you're probably wondering what those are for. Those are what you call the telescopic magnets. So those actually offer up to 3 times the strength of regular MagSafe magnets in other phone cases. It's this line here and this line here, alongside the actual MagSafe in the middle. And the way it works is when you pull it onto a metal surface, the magnets pop out to offer more strength so it can stick to the surface, and then they pop away again so that they disappear and don't get in the way. And then at the bottom here, you'll see there's a little rectangle. Probably wondering what that's for. That is for a kickstand. See, if I open it and pop it down, it works in portrait. So if you're on a FaceTime call or whatever you use, you can have it on portrait mode. And then if you're watching a video online, you can use it in landscape mode like that. So be able to watch all your media while you're eating your dinner or washing your dishes or whatever you're doing. So that then pops away again and doesn't get in the way. While you're using it, you just listen out for the click when it comes out, and that's how you know it's all the way out, and then you'll hear it click away. So kickstand, one of my favorite features. Next bit is the finger loop. So you can see it pops out, and then you can put your finger in, and now you've got a nice comfy way to carry your phone, especially if you have the Pro Max. It's quite a large device, so having somewhere to pop your finger in and use the phone is really nice. And then when you're done with it, you just slide it away. And then before we dive into the buttons, what I'll do is I'll just show you the next feature on the case, which is interchangeable accessories on the phone. So you can change the colours. So you can see here, if I just bring in from my side, a green set of colours, a green set of accessories, purple and red. And what I can do is I can swap out things like the buttons, the camera ring, to just give your device a little bit of a different look. I think I'll choose red. So by the power of YouTube, you'll see my phone will now have red accessories on in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. So you can see we now have red accents across the case, which gives it a really nice look, and it gives it a totally different vibe to just the plain black that I had on earlier. You can just use it in the plain black, you don't have to change the colours, but being able to change it to a colour that you might like the red, the green, the purple, there's other colours on the website as well. I just think it gives it a nice splash of personality. So you can see here we've got the red finger loop, red camera bar, red grips on the side, really nice. Right, I said I was going to touch on the buttons now. I've got the colours on. So you can see we've got the power button here, that's in a nice jet black, and the camera control button here. So the thing I like here is the camera control is actually a button, so it's nice and flush and it doesn't go deep inside. So the ones that just have cutout don't really like, because your finger kind of has to dig right in there to get the button, and it's not very comfortable. So this one, having the button on top, is a nice touch, and it's a nice jet black colour which goes with the case, which is awesome. And then on this side you can see we've got the action button and the 2 volume buttons. So let's just test all the buttons, see how clicker they are. So I'll hold it to my microphone so you can hear it. Yep, so buttons are nice and clicky, so that passes the nice clicky button test, if there is such a thing. And the other thing I wanted to touch on, those of you who have the Pro Max version of the case, especially if it's your first time using it and you find it a bit heavy, it does hurt your little finger after a while. So MagBak have cleverly came up with this design of a pinky cushion. So if I just hold it a bit closer, you'll see it just has this little silicone cushion here that has a little groove in it, but that cushion sits perfectly straight on top of your baby finger, so it really takes the weight away from it and just means you can hold it a bit longer. I find that I really miss this when I go to use other cases and review other cases, so it's kind of a really underrated feature for me. And then as for protection, I mentioned earlier it's covered up to 6 foot of drop protection, so let's have a look how protective the screen is. So you can see there is a nice lip that goes on the outside there, and if I lay it on the table, we're nice and protected. So what we'll do is I'll take this screen protector off and we'll install the MagBak one and see how that looks with the MagBak case. So you can see in the box is a little screen protector pack, so you'll have all the accessories in there that you'll need. Nice, so you can see there, as far as I can see, don't really have any bubbles in the screen protector when it's installed perfectly. I think there's maybe one just slight bubble there, which could be a piece of dust. And they're pretty flawless, to be honest, and it's an edge-to-edge screen protector, so it does go all the way to the edge, unlike some of them which leave a gap and that really annoying dust gets all the way down the edge. So let me just pop the case back on. Okay, so there's the case on, so flipping it round, you can see screen protector is on there nicely. That is a nice combination, so you get a screen protector in the box, your case with your accessories which you can change colours of. So I've gone for the red, which I love. It goes really nice with the silver version of the iPhone 17 Pro Max, which I think is the best colour, and drop a comment if you agree. And you've got the strong magnets and the kickstand, the pinky cushion, the grips on the sides. So these grips help the phone just be a bit more comfortable and easier to hold, especially these big phones. Nice clicky buttons, good protection all round. Let's try this on the back. Wow, that was quite a snap. So if I hold that there, and I'm genuinely, you can see I'm holding it on the edge and I'm giving it a real shake. Let's go harder. Blimey, so that took quite a lot of effort to get that off. And you can see, if I just hold this a bit closer here, at this angle hopefully, you can see how fast it snaps up. So it's really good connection. You're probably wondering, are there any downsides to the case? There are a couple I can list. So this camera ring here, it's great that it's customizable, but I do find if you take the phone out, this camera ring does tend to pop out sometimes with the phone, which can be a bit annoying because you have to pop it back in. So if they could find a way to make that a bit more solid once it's in, that would be quite good. The other thing is the finger loop here. So it's rock solid when you've got the phone in there, it's not going anywhere. But the minute you take the phone out of the case, the finger loop can just pull out, and that's the way it's designed, so you can change it. They do actually tell you in instructions, so they're very honest about it, but it's just something that's quite annoying if you forget and you pick the case up via the finger loop when you don't have the phone in it, and it just comes flying out. And the other one, maybe if we could have a version which covered all the camera lenses, so we could have even more protection on the camera plateau here. So it'd be nice to see a version of the case where it had all this covered up, so it's all nice and protected. And that's probably it for the downsides. And as I said, the positives are all the things are listed already. So the finger loops, the telescopic magnets, the kickstand, the good 6-foot drop protection, the customizable accessories on the case, the pinky cushion. I mean, there's loads. There's absolutely loads. As I said, I know this case inside out. One of my favorite cases I've used for the last few years, and the fact you get a screen protector in the box as well, that's really cool. And then just before we move on to price, I just wanted to show you the other color that we had in the case. If I pop the box open, so I won't go through all the features and colors and stuff because we've done that already. There's the beige version of the case. You can see you can pop that over the top. So that's how the beige looks with the silver one. Nice to have two different colors, two different options. I prefer the black, which is why I'm going to keep that on my phone. But if you do prefer beige and you might want to rock that one, you can change the colors on that one as well. So you're probably wondering how much the cost of the case is, and the screen protector that comes with it comes in at $79. And with that, you'll get the case with the screen protector, and you can also add additional colors to the case to change for $9 each. Make sure you hit subscribe because I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I need your help to get me there. I'm so close. And if you watch this video and you liked it and you found value out of it, just hit the subscribe button. It's just one click away and it'd really help me, and I'd really appreciate it. Those are my thoughts on the MagBak Elite case. Let me know what you guys think of this case down below. Is it something you'll be interested in using? Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I'm Luke from Luke Tech Reviews. See you next time.